What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today is going to be the second attempt to get this barn find running. By the end of the video, we should have it completely turning over the rest of the way. Won't be running and driving or driving and running, but she will be able to start, and that's my goal for this video. In the last video, we did a bunch of troubleshooting to even get it to turn over and get power to the starter and this, that, and the other and trace all the wires. So if you haven't seen that video, check up somewhere here and it'll be there for your enjoyment and entertainment purposes. So today we're gonna put the fuel tank back on, and as I mentioned before, our bike didn't come with keys, so we're gonna have to drill out the locking mechanism that's on the tank in order to drain the tank and then fill it up with new gas in order to send it through our system. So that's what we're gonna be doing first. Then we have a bunch of our hoses in here that whatnots are either cracked or just not run in the right spot. So we're going to have to address those, reroute some of these, and eventually get new ones. As you can see, the one down here is just completely snapped off. I believe this is just an air vent for our carburetor, so that's not too big of an issue, but that is something that needs to be addressed later on down the line. So let's get into drilling out that tank. So I've never done this before. We're gonna take our little drill that has plenty of battery left, and we're gonna take our little tools, and they're gonna combine, and we're gonna drill out this area right here. This is where the key goes, and so I think this is where we have to drill in order to get this thing open. Again, I've never done this before, so it'll be a learning experience for everyone here. All right, so we're gonna start with an 11/64. Would I just freaking put it here and drill? Oh. Maybe I'm doing more damage than good. What? I'll be honest, I don't know what just happened, but I didn't drill it at all. Like that, it just opened with a bunch of lovely spider eggs and all of that goodness. And oh, she's on there. Whack. Oh, yum-y. Whew, that shit smells. I don't know what really I'm expecting to see in here, but after quickly becoming experts via YouTube and finding out how exactly we're gonna clean this, we're gonna first empty it with the residual fuel that's in there, get all that out, and then we're gonna hit it up with a hose really quickly, and then we're going to be using some basic toilet bowl cleaners. We weren't sure which one to go with. I wanted this one, but Kev was like, let's mix it up and get two. So that's exactly what we did. We're gonna throw this in there with, we're gonna dilute it with some water and leave it sitting in there for a few hours, and then we'll come back to it, empty it out, see how it did. I'm a little skeptical on this, but according to the internet, it works, so we'll see. All right, with a really quick spray down of the interior to get anything that was big and chunky out, we're gonna go ahead and add this. We're gonna pop it off. If I can open it, I have no idea how to open this. And then we'll get something to open that up. All right, now that we've added these, we're gonna go fill them up with water and then add it in there to kind of dilute it and make it not so potent, I suppose. Potent, is that the right word? Or is that for smells? Whatever. We're gonna freaking fill two of these up, put it in there with water, and then we'll let it sit for a while. It is the next day. We let this sit overnight. We had it sitting down flat like this for a few hours. Then we came back, flipped it over, and let it sit on the other half for the next remainder amount of time. The moment of truth is to see if it worked. Oh gosh, you see that? This is what it looked like when it first came out. This is what we're gonna put, what's gonna come out now, and we can kind of compare it. So it came out nice, green, and yucky. We're gonna rinse it out one more time, and then we'll peek in there to see if we need to do anything else. Everything's rinsed out. She's pretty clean. We got it to come out pretty clear, and I think that's where we're gonna stop. But I think we improved compared to where we started. We started with a completely gross, smelly thing. Ended up with some weird looking puke with a bunch of minerals and debris in there. Finally, we came to some sort of chocolate melt that has a bunch of little tiny particles floating in it, and rinsed it out a few more times and got it to be pretty clear. I was genuinely surprised on how well this worked. I think I'm gonna have to do it again, at least one more time, maybe twice, to really get all of it. But for what we needed it to do to get rid of all the major stuff, I think it worked really well. But I'll definitely end up revisiting this technique or this method. The next step in this process would be to coat the inner portion of the tank to make sure it doesn't rust and we don't have this problem again, I was recommended to use this. This will basically, it's used for all gas, diesel, ethanol, fuel blends, kind of coat the inside of the gas tank to make sure that we're good to go. And then they also said to use something such as baking soda to kind of neutralize the acids that we put in there. So next, we're gonna put the tank on. Gas tank is on. The bike looks a lot better. It's coming together. I think it just looks really broken without the tank. We're gonna add our gas here. There's not much in here, so we might have to run to the store and get more. Add the gas, connect the battery, and we'll give it a shot. I'm very nervous. I think it might blow up or something like that. I think we're ready to go ahead and see if she'll turn over. I have no idea if fuel is gonna get to the right spot, why exactly this bike was parked. I have no idea the condition of the plugs or anything of the internals. I'm just going to turn the choke on, battery's already connected, turn the key, and see if she does anything. Last time I turned the key and had the battery on, she did crank, so I'm assuming we should at least have that. All right, here we go. What the heck? Some technical difficulties here. Power's not getting to the starter again. It literally did. Last episode, the starter did the starting things. Alright, so she won't actually start. I don't think it's getting fuel. Oh, this is off, that's why. Well, we weren't getting fuel to the system. Our tank is now clean, however, our actual choke is gunked up. So we're gonna see if we can clean this up real quick and then put it back in and get fuel to the whole system. Kind of fixed that up a little bit. Hopefully that fixed the issue. Hopefully that was the issue. Moment of truth. That was not the issue. That might have been one of the issues, but not the issue. I forgot to turn the choke on. Choke is now on and she's leaking fuel. So, she's leaking fuel from the choke. So I guess I'm just gonna put an actual hose clamp on here. I think the hose clamp that came with it is a little trash and that's why we're now leaking fuel. So I'm gonna fix that up real quick and reposition the clamp that's on there and then we'll try it again since now I know we're getting enough fuel. With that being said, I kind of fixed it. It's still gonna leak because the hose has a little crack in it, but I think it'll be just fine to get a start. So we're gonna turn this on, right? So we get the fuel to the system. I'm going to flip the key and we're just gonna try it real quick. All right, well, I'm out of luck. I'm just gonna scrap the bike. I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I think that it's gonna be a spark plug issue. I don't actually know, but I think the spark plug is gonna be really easy to check out. But today's video was all about the tank and getting fuel to the system. And I now know that we are indeed getting fuel to the system because I could hear it pumping through and all of that stuff. So I know we're getting fuel to the system, and air typically isn't a problem. So it's either our spark or we don't have compression. But that's gonna be it for this video. We're probably gonna dive into the spark plugs next video and our compression as well. So if you did like the video, please make sure to like the video. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider doing that. It's absolutely free. You can always change your mind later. And until next time, deuces.